Come to the park.
Okay. All right, family. What we're doing today, we're upgrading these risers on Super Chief Limited with a set of Sport Chief risers. These are the 6-inch. Oh, this is beautiful. That is a beautiful part, man. That's crazy. Look at this. That is insane. I would have thought Indian would have had a little bit better packaging. It all just comes in a box, pretty much. This is the new rod command housing that sits like that, pretty much. So essentially what we're doing here, we're changing these out. These are the risers. This is what raises the handlebars up. 2 bolts up top, 2 bolts under. There's 2 bolts holding the rod command in, but these 4 bolts, they lift this part up and this whole assembly just comes out. And then you got 2 bolts under here, one here, and that is what holds the risers in. So I'm gonna try to do this without taking any of this stuff off. I've done it before. First thing I'm gonna do is cover up this tank. My wife came out here and like, what was that? Your boy almost died. That's it. It's a pain in the butt, man, but it's the easiest way to get these out. Definitely want to get the bottom ones out first, because you try to get these top ones out first, this thing's gonna be hard to hold. Just gonna sit it just like that. Well, like I said, the reason I'm doing it this way is because I don't want to have to take all this stuff off. It's not that it's a pain, it's just, you don't have to. There's a little bit of extra work. The rod command moves up a little bit. That gives me space to do what I need to do. USB, got the little red tab. Pull it out, squeeze, pull. That one, blue tab, squeeze, pull. This one on the right side, squeeze, pull. Rod command screen is free. And now these should sit a little bit further back. I might have an issue torquing these down, but stock riser, new riser. So pretty sure the stock risers are right at 3 inches, and these give you an extra 3 inches. Extra 3 inches. The bushings, I'm pretty sure they're the exact same part. Like this screw is the new screw, this is the previous screw, exact same part. So I'm probably just gonna leave all that in there, and we're just gonna go ahead and go back with the new risers. All right. Sit on top like that. Get the washer, go back up to the bottom. There we go. Don't you cross thread. Bro, for real? You gonna make me drop this, ain't you? And while I'm here, I go ahead and get that off. Nobody wants to see that sticker, right? There's plenty of barcodes left on the bike, I promise. Before I can torque these down, it's a lot easier if the handlebars are on here, because you can use the handlebars as leverage to keep these in place. So I'm just gonna knock this off. Hopefully I don't drop it. There we go. Just sit it. That'll work. Old piece, the one that a lot of people are used to seeing on the Indian Chiefs, and this is the new one. This is gonna look sweet, man. I'm already liking this upgrade. Right now I'm just doing it loosely. I don't want anything super tight other than these bottom riser pieces. These do fit up here. Problem is, I gotta take this off. Jump the gun just a little bit. And this is one of the things I didn't like about this. It's because it sits like that. Right, so then this piece Sits on top. Got 4. Just gonna loosely tighten this up, get it started, because we still need to move some stuff around. All right, let's see. So when I torque, yeah, see, I need that. So when I torque it down, I need that leverage, so we should be good. All right, slight side quest. I need to lower the headlight just so I can get my torque wrench in here to tighten these down. I want to scratch this thing up. 59 foot-pounds. All right, this one. All right, there we go. Torqued. Jeez. So probably right there is good. Good. All right, so we're screwing in the rod command. Easy to get in there after the risers are torqued down. Just force it in its space. These are gonna be torqued down to 18 foot-pounds, and the 2 on top, or the 4 on top, are 18 foot-pounds as well. This is easily one of my favorite parts about this bike. Good amount of technology in here. Granted, I wish it was faster. Sometimes I wish it had less bugs. But for the most part, when this thing works, it shows you your basic speedometer, trip, and all that. But the navigation, man, lately, it's been top tier. But I just wonder if they're gonna upgrade this, what is it gonna look like in the next 3 years? And if, of course, as everybody have asked, well, a lot of people have asked, is this ever gonna get on Scout? But I would love to see like a Android Auto or CarPlay on this thing, man, but I don't know how they would do it. But yeah, this thing's easily one of the best features about this bike. And it has a bunch of other ones, but yeah, it's the ride command, man. Let's get this thing back on the bike. So I'll just feed these through here. Then I'll plug them in back. We'll pull this one over. I may have to take this back off at some point and route this stuff just like that. Push that little red tab in like that. And you take this one, you just squeeze it back in, test it, power, cool. We just sit it back in there like that, and we screw it in. Looking back on this, I think it is a little bit easier to screw the rod command into the mount before you mount the mount. Okay, all right, let's start over. I think it's easier to screw the 2 screws into the rod command to mount it to the rod command bracket before you put it between the risers, because now you're having to get in here like this and try to get under it like that. It's just at a weird angle, so you could totally probably, you know, mount this first and then just slide it in here and just screw it in. 18 foot-pounds though. All right. I feel like I went a little too far with that, but yep. 2, done. I'm gonna torque these at the top first. 1. All right, just 1. I think that's my clip. All right, we're done. All right, we'll put all these tools up. That goes on the shelf as well. Torque wrench and everything. We gotta clean up, people, because that's how we stay organized, right? All right, now we are official. All right. This back up. All of my tools are put up. The spike is done. Yeah, I like it, man. Freaking like it. Sport Chief setup. These risers look freaking beautiful in person. I love the way that the machine parts match the fork. I still got to get that chieftain wheel on there. Like I said, I think it's gonna flow super well with this. Yeah, I like this, man. Oh yeah. Yeah, look at my arms. They're like straight, right? Feet are good. I'm sitting on the bike more with this seat and with this. Yeah, this is a sweet setup, man. I like this a lot. I'm glad I did this. Ride command relocation. It sat before like a little bit more up here, but this is here now. Taller people, you will have to look down more, but for shorter people, it's right in your face now. And this also could increase glare compared to before that also had glare. So I guess it really just depends, but I wish we could still, you know, pivot up and down, but you can't. But on Sport Chief, I like this position. It worked well. This brake line, this is from the Mini Apes. It does not work. I'm gonna have to swap that out. The clutch line, if I remember correctly, this is from the Mini Apes as well. You can see the little bit of gap in there. So the handlebar harness right here, this is the stock handlebar harness. I want to say I put a regular drag bar handlebar harness on this because there's not much slack left in this, but these risers only give you 3 extra inches over stock risers. So it's not that big of a deal as far as the length, but also of course, make sure you got the right cables before you start doing this. But I'm pretty sure a regular harness from a stock Chief will work. So I like the way that this looks, left and right turning, no issues. And I just got to get that brake line swapped out. I'm gonna put a regular Chief harness on there. I just have to take this off of here and disconnect it from the brake pressure spot right there. I'll probably do that tomorrow, but after that, we're gonna go for a ride on this thing. But so far, I'm digging the setup. It is a beautiful day outside, so hopefully I can make this simple and quick. So right now we're gonna change out this front brake line on the front master cylinder so we can take the longer brake line off and put a shorter one on so we can start rubbing that headlight. So let's see what we can do. So what we're taking off is this. This is too long. So this is the brake pressure switch. It's covered up right now. Just pull this little off, that little cover. I'm gonna be taking this off and replacing it with this stock drag bar brake line. Also have my jug in case I have to bleed the brakes. I'm hoping that I don't. And we got some extra brake fluid and we got some more crush washers. So let's get to this. So far so good. The plan is to take this off and jam a vacuum seal in here. All right. There's 2 crush washers on there, okay. I'm gonna take this vacuum seal and plug it just like that. And that's gonna stop it leaking from the top. Now that we got that line taken care of, I'll just do this. And now, just need to take it off from the top. What you see with this vacuum seal, with this plug, it temporarily stops it from leaking. So now all we gotta do is take it off from the top, and we're good to go. Very important to get brake fluid up as quick as possible. It will ruin your paint. In these areas, it's probably not as critical, but I'm not taking any chances, right? All right, yeah. We're gonna jam this plug. I don't know where my other plugs are. We got the new line. Oop, had it in place. I just need to come in here and tighten this thing down. Doesn't take much. I want to say it's like 18 foot-pounds, so I like to just snug it really good. That's good. It's tight. Now we gotta do the top. Take this plug off. All right, done. All right, so I was hoping that this would be easy, and it still is. This is just more so a side quest. So I'm filling up the reservoir with brake fluid, and I'm just gonna have to bleed them, buddy. All right, let's firm it up. I think that's good. All right, gonna top it off. Pieces back on. Drive it back together, baby. All right, brakes work. I was confident that they were gonna work, but I still want to try it out. Next thing I need to do is just clean up some of my dirty handprints off this thing. Still need to fix the paint, but today I really just want to get some of it off. You know what I mean? I need to polish it, get all these imperfections out, or as many of them as I can. Because you gotta remember, this bike was wrecked at one point. So we're gonna do that. It's gonna look good, even better. All of this wiping just to go right back out and dirty it up again. And that's the name of the game. I might be able to act a little bit of a fool right here. Let's see. I'm gonna give it about a good 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Alright. Got a little bit of a curve coming up. I wasn't gonna get too crazy today. 5 o'clock traffic. I am clearly not doing the speed limit. Slow down. Oh goodness. Alright, let's see. Let's throw this thing in this corner. Dude, it just falls over. My goodness. You don't even have to like do anything extra. It literally just falls over. Look. It just falls over. That is beautiful, dude. This thing handles so well. And with the bars up, like I said, you get a little bit more control. It feels more nimble this way. It doesn't have like a knobby tire on it, so it's already gonna feel nimble. But this thing is good, bro. I love this bike. My goodness. Let's hop on the interstate and see what we can do. Yeah, I'm feeling this, man. This mod is great. These rods just turn this thing to a whole different beast, dude. We're gonna see just how far I can take this thing up, because when we had Sport Chief, I was able to ride about 80 miles an hour to 85 with that fairing, and I was very comfortable. So now that these bars are up higher, it should chop some of that wind up a little bit more, but we're still gonna get some buffering. So let's just see how bad it gets. Oh, that mirror. The mirror's gonna not be my friend today. Keeps moving. All right, cruise control, active. 66. That's about 80. Let's do 75 so I can get out in front of these cars. I gotta slow down. All right, they're getting out the way. When I was in cruise control. There we go. Now we're doing about 80. This ain't too bad. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. Yeah, I like this. This is good. It's never a complete ride until we come to the park. So I can ride like an idiot out here a little bit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Jeez, man. This bike is so good. Man, I can't wait to see it with these wheels on it. It's gonna be even better. This is freaking nuts. Alright fam, just like last time, we gotta do a rod check. Let's see what we look like. Okay. Got the Sport Chief risers, the mid controls. Some people prefer the forwards. The mids are actually working out for me right now. But I can tell you, this mod works great. I'm 5 feet 10 inches. Sometimes I'm 5 feet 11, depending on what shoes I got on. But I can tell you, these Sport Chief risers, dude, these 6 inches, I love them. They match this bike great. We still got to put the wheels on it. But this jacket's a little chilly out here. I love my jacket. These Saint Unbreakable jeans. It's a great combo with this Icon jacket. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about everything down below. But this bike is shaping up. It's looking good. Rides like this, man. It's a beautiful day in a beautiful area on a great bike. the Super Chief Limited, man, is shaping up to be an even better bike. Every little add-on that we put on the bike, it gets even better. The seat, the risers, next up the wheels. And I think I got one more surprise, but it's shaping up, man. It's a great ride. So we're gonna get the bike home. It's starting to get a little chilly, but most people, it's perfect riding weather. But either way, I'll be on the Super Chief Limited, and it's gonna be a good day regardless. Whenever I'm having a bad day, I just come out here. So peaceful, man. Parks are great. Let's get home. Had a nice woman tell me as she rode past me on her bicycle, jokingly of course, when was I gonna get a real bike? She was enjoying herself, man. I love it. This weather is so perfect. Look at that. Enjoy the little moments, people, and I'm definitely enjoying this one. It's time to get home. Oh yeah, that ride was wonderful. This bike just gets better and better with each little add-on that we do. I'm telling y'all, do not sleep on this. Go over to Bicasso.com, get your sticker pack, and that is an entry into win this bike. This bike is seriously turning out to be one of my favorite bikes. With that seat, the risers, every little piece, it's just like, it's reminding me a lot of the Sport Chief, but it's without spending Sport Chief money, I guess. But you do have to spend the money for the risers. Either way, this bike is turning out great. Next up, again, is going to attempt at getting those wheels on there. You see I tried, epic fail, but my tools will be here in a couple of days. We're gonna try again. So again, head over to Bicasso.com, get your sticker pack. And if you were curious about the risers and everything going on with Chief, I hope you learned something. As always, thanks for listening to my story. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.